right. Good morning, everybody. Right here on Piper Beach Radio, it's Mike Ellison and Taylor Aran joining you on Thursday. I believe it is March the 19th.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
That was just put on. I do have a little bit of a frog voice this
Yeah.
morning, but thank God it's not laryngitis.
There you go.
I don't think I'd ever be able to have laryngitis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I talk too much.
You talk too much? It
Yeah.
would be just like severe punishment?
Yeah,
That would be bad.
it would be.
You know, I'm kind of a simple guy. I kind of look at things there's good or it's bad. So that would be bad.
Well, maybe that would probably be good for some people.
Yeah.
They'd probably be pretty happy.
Yeah. Well, it is 7:06. We're a few minutes late getting on the air this morning, but I hope you're doing well on this kind of chilly, still kind of chilly
It's a little
Thursday.
chilly, but it's supposed to warm up.
Supposed to warm up,
Yeah.
right? Got the weather right here somewhere.
Oh, no, that was yesterday.
Yeah, today it's going to be around 70.
Warm and pleasant.
Which, I don't know if it made 60 yesterday or not. Although I will say at the ball game yesterday, at the tournament, which was really glad to have you join us yesterday, it probably did get 60.
I think so.
Because,
It
the
ended up
sun's
being beautiful.
creeped out a little bit there. There's even a couple fly balls that some outfielders had to battle the sun,
Yeah.
which was unusual yesterday. It reminded me of the time I spent a week in Seattle. Seattle, famous for its rain,
Yeah.
right? So their weather forecasters, and I just went to different channels to verify that this is what they all did. They call them sunspots. Like, you have a 40% chance today of seeing the sun. So that's what they give a forecast for instead of the rain. Because
Wow.
it's like, it's going to rain,
That's
But-
miserable.
It was. And I don't know, the weather early yesterday was kind of like that, kind of damp,
Yeah.
But it improved. And then today it's supposed to get even more pleasant. And we could use that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew about it, but we talked a little bit about it, about the freezes that we got and the peach
know.
farmers.
I
Oh
know.
man, I can't believe that's going to mess up.
I saw some hay
Maybe-
bales on fire on Facebook.
Yeah, they
trying
were.
to keep the peaches warm.
They were. I hate to use the word desperate, but they were really trying to do all they could do.
Yeah.
And they had not only those kind of fires, but they had planes flying over, had drones trying to keep the air flowing. I didn't realize that smoke was a good thing too.
Oh, really?
'cause
I bet it kind of covers.
Well, it has a
them.
little warmth to it, I guess.
Yeah.
It kind of covers them up, and keeps the air moving. And but I don't know that it was enough, Taylor.
I don't know.
That really could mess up our Chilton County farmers and everything. But I understand that it was about 3 years ago was the last time that we had something like that happen,
Yeah.
where the crop was affected. But hey,
Hopefully they'll push through and make it through.
well, they have different varieties, and maybe some of the older or later producing varieties were not as damaged or damaged.
Yeah. I know me and Baden were talking about doing some photos for the radio station out in the peach field, like with the blossoms. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I drove by on 31 going into Thorsby. There ain't no blooms left.
No,
on
they-
those must be an early variety.
The ones I see all the time they were beautiful flowers last week,
Mm-hmm.
and this week they're no flowers. And
Boo.
I don't know if that's a normal thing or if that's a result of the freeze.
Yeah.
Because flowers are only going to last so long.
That's right.
Anyway, but I did get some firsthand look at some trees yesterday. The farmer was showing me how the freeze affected them.
Yeah.
What to look for. I'd never experienced that
They have a
before.
cold.
They were very cold. It had blackened a lot of the
Oh,
the,
no.
the budding fruit, or the stuff that was going to be eventually come
Yeah.
into turn into a peach. And it's not just the peaches that it affected. The blueberries, blackberries,
Oh,
all kinds of fruit. And Chilton County is an agricultural county,
yeah.
so it's gonna be interesting. But we are resilient people. And we will figure out a way. I know that I was getting to that story about what happened 3 years ago after weather affected the crop, rather, was that they were able to scramble and at least get some peaches into the county from places like South Carolina and even California, Texas, just some places that might have some excess, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. I know. I didn't realize that they brought peaches in until a few years ago.
Yeah, and
Which
they
I
don't.
don't think it's all the time, just like in necessary
That's
situations
right, exactly.
like you're talking
That's
about.
right, and I'm sure they won't. They won't try to pass them off as Chilton County peaches
Yeah.
because
I
and
feel
this.
like there's some people that will know, like, this is not a Chilton County peach.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if you tried that, I mean, I think you'd be better off to just explain what happened
I
weather-wise
think so too.
and say, hey, here's what we got. If you like some peaches,
Yeah.
we got you some right here.
Right here in Chilton County.
But well, listen, we're here at the Clanton Tractor Studio, and I want to go over our thank our sponsors this morning, including Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola. You ready? You already opened it?
No, I have
All
not.
right, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that was like bam, bam. Coca-Cola.
I haven't seen Mike on here in a minute.
Y'all-
So he's
y'all-
missing our.
Forgive me just a minute. What'd you say? Who's missing what?
Mike Baker.
Oh, yeah,
He must be busy.
he'll be on here in a minute. He may be, he's one of those guys that gets on right off the bat, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
we were a couple minutes late, so he probably got doing something else there for a minute.
We missed him.
Chilton Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Putter Up, Woods Surfside Marina, Market 22, This and That Vinyl, and Workout Anytime.
Woohoo.
Anytime.
Thank y'all for sponsoring. We got some viewers and listeners on this morning. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, Ricky.
TNT Peanuts. And good morning, Bailey Arant. And also good morning to our YouTube listeners. We're so grateful for y'all.
Yeah, we are very much, very much. I don't know if I mentioned the Chilton County baseball tournament
Yeah.
and how you came and joined. I had the privilege of working with Jason Green
Yeah.
on game 1 and part of game 2, and then Jason is starting a well-deserved vacation. I guess he started last night about
guess so.
4:30. When he
dipped
cut out.
Yeah.
he did. And so I got to work with Coach Lisa Robinson. She and I got to do the game, and we were also joined by a young lady. Oh gosh, I can't remember. She was a Verbena.
Was her Bailey Robertson?
Bailey Robertson. Yeah, it was. Bailey was there. Her brother
was
was
funny.
pitching.
When I
he was pitching.
there, she was talking about his nickname, and she was
Oh, that's
so
right.
funny about that nickname. And I was driving home listening to the game, and she was like, we call it. She got to tell everybody his nickname
Yeah.
on air. She was living for that.
Buttercup.
Yeah.
The Buttercup.
I was like, she reminded me of me when Pico was in school.
Just trying to find one or two things you could
Yeah.
kind of knock them down a notch.
Right.
Yeah, your sibling.
I'm like, yeah, he's good, but did you know?
But we had 2 very good games yesterday. The first game was what I would call a pitcher's duel
Yeah.
between Maplesville and Isabella. And Aiden Gray pitched for Isabella, and he gave up 2 runs in the top of the first. In fact, I think the first 2 batters got on, and the third batter hit a long, well, it would have been a double, except for the fact that the young man couldn't run. He had a bad knee.
Oh, no.
So he got as a long single,
Yeah.
but 2 runs scored in the top of the first inning, and that was all the damage that was all the
Yeah.
runs that Maplesville could score. But unfortunately for Isabel, they faced Jake Carley for Maplesville, who pitched a solid game. He had a complete game, 7 innings, gave up 2 hits. I mean, I know you've heard these kind of stats before, but Maplesville really came through in that game, game 1. And then in game 2, we had the Thorsby Rebels. They had played Verbena Red Devils.
Do you think they're going to change their mascot to the Land Sharks, too?
I don't. Nah. The Rebels. Well, I don't think Ole Miss hadn't officially changed theirs yet, have
I
they?
don't know. We've got some waving going on back there, so we better take a break. Give the listeners' ears a minute to recoup.
All right, we'll do that. We'll talk about game 2 when we come back.
Yes, and the class rankings.
Oh, yeah, we have that too.
Yep, they put that out this morning.
More action today. All right, see you in a minute.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Good morning. We're back.
We are.
We are coming at you live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. It is 7:18 and it's chilly right now, but it ain't gonna be for long. It's warming up.
Yeah, I noticed you're sitting on your hands.
Yeah, my hands are freezing. I don't know why they're so cold this morning. Probably because Baden keeps it 63 in here.
He likes it. It's a good, keeps you good and awake.
That's
an old
that's
trick,
not why.
Taylor. That's an old trick. I know it's really more to do with the pocketbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know. I was just trying to, since he's sitting, 20 feet away from us, I just didn't want him to feel bad, if I said something like that.
He don't care.
Oh, he doesn't feel bad.
He don't care. He does not care. He said you should have brought gloves.
Yeah, exactly. You have a jacket, don't you?
Right.
Oh gosh.
All right. So what's going on in the county tournament today? What's the lineup?
Well, the Chilton County baseball tournament. We were just talking about the first game last segment. We talked that Maplesville shut out Isabella 2-0. I mean, it was a real pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
I think Isabella only had maybe 2-3 hits off of Jake Carley for Maplesville. I mean, he really did a great job. He shut them down. He contributed at the plate. Like I said, they got those 2 runs right off the bat, and that was all they needed.
Yeah.
And
I know getting scored on first inning, that'll either make you or break you.
yeah, that's right. It does. And I think there's a pretty high number of teams that win when they score first. The first team that scores for some reason.
Yeah, it gives you that fire underneath you.
That mental edge, right?
Yep.
That's exactly right. I believe that for sure. But also, I mentioned Aiden Gray for Isabella. I mean, this young man, he had a breaking ball. I mean, it was moving 2 and 3 feet. I mean, it was very impressive. But Jason called it right before the game started. He said that Aiden had a tendency to kind of start out a little slow. Sometimes it's hard to start a game, 100% ready.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's that mental thing that you were just talking about.
I know someone who struggled with that too.
Yeah. Okay. Same thing.
About inning 3, 2, 3, they're good.
Yeah. Well, by the second inning, I mean, he was really had it going.
Yeah.
He finished, even though he only pitched 6 innings, the shortstop came in and finished it for the Mustangs. But he had 6 innings pitched. He gave up those 2 runs. They were earned, but he struck out 9.
Wow.
I mean, he really had the curveball, had those curveball working. So that was the result for game 1. In game 2, it was Verbena Red Devils were the home team playing the Thorsby Rebels.
Oh.
And, I've been talking about Thorsby all season. They are now 12-3.
Yeah.
Their record. I mean, this ranking right here has them at 8-3, but they're
I think
actually
it's including the newer games.
yeah, it doesn't. And so they're 12. I mean, the coach told me yesterday they were 11-3 before the game.
Yeah.
So they're 12-3 now. I believe that's what he told me.
So have they moved up in rankings, or is that?
Yes, I think they're in the
Okay.
top 10 now.
They put this one out. It was early this morning, so
But
get your
I
stuff
was
together.
I was talking
whoever
about
put
that.
this out.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that that's wrong. It just
Yeah.
means at that time that's what
At
they
the
were.
time, they were nominated.
That's right. That's right. But anyway, that game was 10-0.
Oh man.
Rebels struck. They scored 4. It was a run rule game.
Yeah.
After 5 innings, it was a 10-run. Thorsby was up by 10, so the game ended. But it was an excellent game. A young man for Thorsby named Chris Butner. He pitched a complete game for. I guess you call that a complete game. 5 innings.
Yeah.
Didn't give up. I think he gave up 2 hits. Excuse me. I think actually Verbena had 4 hits, but I think he struck out 4. But the point is that he was in complete control of the game. Only a couple times did the Red Devils threaten, but Thorsby continues on into the winners bracket. Today's games, we have Chilton County versus Isabella in what is called Game 5 on the schedule. It starts at 4:30 at Jack Hayes Field there here in Clanton.
And they're going into the loser bracket.
This is the losers
Given
bracket.
a
That's
second
right.
chance.
Right. It's a double elimination tournament. I mean, you got to lose 2 before you're out.
Yep.
And then the nightcap is at 6:30 is Jemison playing Verbena. So somebody's going to go home tonight, Taylor. But
That's right.
2 teams will advance and stay alive for Friday's
I love
action.
the county tournament because you get to see kids playing each other that don't normally face each other.
That's right.
So
And,
it's fun.
they some of them will know each other though,
Yeah.
just simply because of the proximity. But at the same time, and then you brought in some good information about rankings.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about those?
Well, for softball, Chilton County was nominated in the Class 6. They didn't quite make the top 10, though. But in Class 1A, Maplesville softball is number 3.
Number 3.
So,
Mhm.
congratulations. And then for baseball, Thorsby was the only one in the county nominated, and they were nominated but didn't quite make the top 10 for Class 3A. So, but they still have time.
They do, and like I said, they're on a good winning streak.
Yep.
Now they're getting into all these teams are getting to their regional play for the most
Yeah.
part.
So this
You know,
one's
where
gonna
it'll help
really
them.
count.
That's right, exactly. I liken it to almost like a preseason.
Yeah.
Before that, but at the
feel
same time,
like-
it's not. I mean, it's they all count. They
That's
all
right.
count.
I almost feel like the county tournament, though, it's almost like a little spring training. Like they're facing, classes and other pitchers and talents that they don't normally see in their class, I feel.
Well, not only that, that's a good way to look at it. Not only that, but they have to play pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Some of these teams, like Verbena played yesterday, Isabella played yesterday. They got a
Yeah.
game today.
Build up that endurance.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, they're
But don't use all
teenagers,
your fingers, yeah.
They're a lot better shape than any of us would be to try it. But at the same time, like you were saying, it is give it a spring feeling because typically in spring training, well, really regular season 2 and major league ball.
It's actually
they
where I'm headed this
play every
weekend.
day. Yep, that's right.
Pico said he's throwing in the spring train. If you don't know, Pico's my brother, which I'm sure you know that because I'm known as Pico's sister around everywhere now. Anyway, I was asking him yesterday because, Jason had mentioned coming on and giving an update on him yesterday,
Yeah.
and then I ended up having to leave. And so I texted him, I was like, what can I say and not say? So he said to tell everyone he's throwing in the spring training game against the Braves this weekend.
Wow.
They put out the top 30 prospect list for the Yankees, and he's number 10 in the pitching prospects.
Fantastic.
And this is a very important game for those prospects. So
How about that?
and it's right before the week he'll find out where he's going, who he's going to be playing for, if he's going to be staying with the major league team or going to a minor league team.
Now,
So,
after he signed last summer, correct?
yes.
And after that, did he play in any games, like for any
So he's
minor league teams?
No.
Last summer? I
He
think I've asked you that
signed-
already, and I believe you told me that.
Yeah, it's wild because he was thinking when he signed he was going to have a couple weeks to get all his stuff packed and move down. He signed. The next day he packed to move. The day after that, or it might have been 2 days after that, he got offered, packed and moved, signed, all within like 4 days.
I'm sure that's exactly the way the Yankees like to do it.
I know.
Any
I
team
was
would
so
think about
sad
it,
because it
rather than
was-
dragging it out.
I know.
Hey, we got him.
Don't want to give him a chance to change their mind or
Well,
anything, which
yeah,
I
I
don't think
guess.
he would have.
Or-
But
Right, I don't think he would have either.
I told Vaden, he signed the first day that I was supposed to come in for work. And Mom called me the night before. And I had already, when I started last year, I accepted the job, immediately went on vacation.
Oh, really?
So, I just fell off the face of the earth. I texted me and I was like, I'm able to work now. So he's like, come in whatever day. The day before I was supposed to come in, Mom texted. She was like, we're going to Tampa because signing. And I was like, I can't text and tell Vaden that I'm not going to come my first day of work after falling off the face of the planet. Then I get here and he's like, you should have went.
Oh, you could have filmed it for the station, right?
I
And
know.
run it
Well,
on
I
your
don't
show.
know. I don't know. Mom said they were sticklers about
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
all
really.
that. But I did, I will say I did use hashtag Pico on YouTube when I was YouTubing a lot to get viewers. So what can you do? I mean, if you're Pico's sister, you should be able to have that.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm sure that you could tell a lot of non-baseball stories if you wanted to, So, but I think it's great, great for the county. It's just,
It was fun. We have a few baseball players. That
I told you I
went.
saw him at the Buddy Gray golf tournament
Yeah.
this past fall, and I hadn't seen him in a while. And I'd watched him on television many times pitch for Mississippi State.
Yeah.
But or at least a few times I saw him, and it was just great to get there and stand there and talk to him. So I'd met him a long time ago in high school. Ryan Ellison is my second cousin.
Yeah, that was
the
his
coach,
coach.
right?
Mhm.
Right, in high school.
That's right.
And so anyway, I had met him back then. But standing there next to him was like, man, this guy's just signed with the New York Yankees. I was like, wow.
It's so funny too because he's 6'5", so you're like,
Oh
"How
yeah,
are
we were
you?"
like Mutt and Jeff standing there. I was just as proud as could be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brian Kelly's on this morning. Good morning, Brian. We haven't seen seen you in a minute, but we're being signaled to take
Break
a break.
time.
So,
We're not getting the cue cards anymore, but
We're
we did
not.
get the.
oh, he's about to start waving it.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Where's
There's,
our
that's what I was looking
30-second?
for. It helps me
what is it?
reminds me.
30 seconds.
It's 30. It's
What's the word I'm looking for?
we have
Dadgummit.
a continue
Warning.
card. We have a
Warning.
caution.
Caution.
Yellow
yes.
means caution. Doesn't mean hit the gas and go through the yellow
But
light.
we're going to stop yapping for a minute, let you hear from our sponsors, from our advertisers. When we come back, I'm going to tell you where you can find the best views in Alabama. So,
Sweet.
we'll be right back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending, Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
The plans you have for your property need the right equipment. Kubota has reliable tractors, utility vehicles, and mowers to help you make the most of your land, along with strong dealer support. Stop by today to explore our lineup. Right now, bring home select Kubota BX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $1,500. Now through February 28th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Get by Clanton Tractor today or visit ClantonTractor.com.
Good morning. You're watching and listening to.
Is the president on his way or something?
I think Bowden thinks he's the president, but
Well, that may be.
he's that guy that you see, or actually you don't see in the commercials where you hear their voice, but you never see him, so you don't know if it's actually
He's,
a person or not.
He may be the president of the corporation, right?
Yeah, president of Piper Peach.
Yep.
Behind the
So
scenes.
he likes to hear that music to remind himself of that.
Right.
Oh gosh.
It is 7:32. This hour is going by pretty quickly.
Yes, it is.
My voice is coming back.
I really noticed that right
Yeah.
as you started to maybe use it, exercise it more.
I
Huh?
know. Maybe I should just talk more.
Maybe.
But you're watching and listening to Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike. It is Thursday. It is cold right now, but it's not going to be for long. It's supposed to be up to the 60s by 11 a.m.
Oh, that'll be great.
And so you were mentioning the baseball games. Well, the last one today is it starts at 6:30, and that is the perfect time for sunset.
Sunset.
Woo!
Yep.
So I found
The
this
lights will
morning,
be on.
That's right. I found this morning, if you're looking for the best sunsets, the 15 North Alabama spots you should try. And it says, from rolling hills to riverfront vistas, somebody is loving us in the comments. I don't know who that is, but thank you. North Alabama boasts some of the state's most breathtaking sunsets. So,
I said it was him.
Okay, so it says best
It's
places.
probably Bailey Aran.
Probably so. Best places to watch the sunset in North Alabama. Brow Park in Mentone. That's one I've never heard of.
I've been there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mentone, beautiful place.
Well, I've been to Mentone, never to Brow Park.
Yeah. It's just like an overlook.
Yeah. Crow Point Overlook and Little River Canyon National Preserve. Is that close to Mentone?
Very close.
I feel like it's...
Yep. They're just like, if you go to one day, you got to see the other one because they're just like an hour apart, maybe,
Yeah.
or less.
Cherokee Rock Village in Leesburg.
Don't know that. Don't know.
Don't
I mean,
either.
Cherokee, if it's Cherokee County, it's just right in the same area, too.
I feel like
Part
these all
of
are going to be kind
northeast
of...
Alabama.
Yeah. Nakalooka Falls, Gadsden. I've been there. They have the Lantern Festival going on right now. Did you
do
see
they?
that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they have at the Birmingham Zoo around Christmas.
I told you I worked in insurance, and I worked a bunch of claims up there after a storm.
Yeah.
Got to hang out at Nakalula Falls for a little bit.
You know, the prison that's up there is like they did a,
Uh-oh.
laughing?
The
They
prison
did,
at Nakalula Falls.
No, not at Nakalooka Falls.
Oh.
In Gadsden.
Sorry.
It's a show Bailey watches all the time. He'll probably comment and tell me what it is. I want to say it's like 30 Days In or something.
Okay.
Where they go undercover and go in.
60 days in, isn't
60,
it?
maybe,
Maybe
90
60?
days. It's so many days in. Anyway, that was filmed up there, and that's one of like the top.
I had forgotten
prisons.
that.
Yeah.
That's,
I think
what
Bailey's
is-
watched every episode that they've ever put out of that.
what is that? Is that Etowah County?
I think so.
Yeah, I think.
There's a few more. I'm going to skip down to some that I know. Lake Gunnersville State Park. Lake Gunnersville or Gunnersville in general is so pretty up there around the lake.
It is.
And they're top of the river. Have you ever been to top of the river up there?
The restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
Been a long time. You know, it's kind of like that time I went to the library. It's been a few years.
It's been a few years. You went recently. Oh, gosh. We're back.
I know. We're back. It's just like turning on a switch. Oh, my gosh.
Palisades Park in Aniana. That one's pretty, too. Joe Wheeler State Park. This is the one that stood out the most to me. In Rogersville. It's up close to Florence. Have you ever been?
I've stayed there many times. Played golf there last fall.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We went there. We were supposed to go on vacation somewhere. I forgot. We were like all talking about where we were going to go on vacation with Bailey's family. And normally we go to the beach, you know, or we've been to the mountains. But last year we were supposed to go to Disney. Anyway, his dad, they just pop up one day and they're like, we're going up to Florence. And I'm like, why are we going to Florence for a week? I don't want to go. I'm not going. And I told Bailey, I'm not going. I'd rather stay home than go up to Florence for a week. There's nothing up there. I had the best time. I hate that I was being such a brat about it.
Well, you just didn't know any better.
I didn't know any better. We stayed in a house on the lake, and that really was, I don't know about, sunsets were okay, but I woke up for the sunrise one morning.
Now, you were on the lake. You mean you were on the Tennessee River?
On the river, yeah.
Tennessee River?
We were on the water.
Okay. If you were, Joe Wheeler State Park is on the Tennessee River.
That's what we were on then.
Okay.
But we stayed in this little house that had kayaks and
Sweet.
all the things, and we fished, and they had like this little go-kart place
Uh-huh.
and arcade, and then it was close enough that we were able to go over to Muscle Shoals, and we went thrifting and antiquing, and it was so much fun, and it was so beautiful.
Did you eat in the restaurant that is on in that water, that big tower?
We did, I think.
I think they call it the Renaissance Tower, because
Yep,
I think the
we did.
hotel is the Renaissance.
Yeah, we did.
Owned
eat there.
by the what is it called? The Retirement Systems of Alabama,
Yeah.
TRS. Yep.
That's
It's
where
a
we
great area. We were just Kristen and I were talking about Florence yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I remembered Pico playing ball up there and going up there for that, but I was like, a week up there? No. But it ended up being a really, really good time.
But Joe Wheeler's right there on the Tennessee River.
Yes, and we also went to the Rattlesnake Saloon while we were up there.
Oh,
because it's not far.
No, that's not. That's like it's not Coleman, or is it?
It's not Coleman. I'd have to look it up.
Oh,
and
okay,
see what
okay.
it is, because it's a weird name.
All right,
I can't think of what it is.
I got you.
But if you want to see a good
But I've been
sunrise
to several of these places.
and have a good time, go up there.
I was kind of on like a state park kick there for a few
Yeah.
years, and we'd go to different places.
I didn't know because I don't have a passport, but you could take your passport if you have one to the state park and they'll stamp it for you.
I'm surprised Cheehaw's not on here.
I know, me too.
But when you talk about sunset, maybe you just don't have a great view of that.
Maybe.
You know, with
Maybe
the-
it would
with
be
the-
on the sunrise.
Because you can't see the forest because all those trees are in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that
But-
when that happens.
It says how to catch the best sunset. Arrive 20 to 30 minutes before sunset to watch the colors develop. You could check time and date for sunset times. Look for clear or partly cloudy skies for the most vibrant sunsets. And if you're going to any of these parks, they have limited parking and require a short walk. So wear comfortable shoes and allow extra time. And the best time to catch a sunset is year round, but fall and spring often offer the most striking views thanks to milder temperatures.
Ah, well,
Yes.
and it's just right here in our beautiful state.
I know, we have so much beauty in Alabama.
We got it all, don't
Nature-wise,
we? We got
yes.
mountains, we got fresh water, we
Yeah.
got the coast. I mean, we got the prairie almost. You know, the black belt is pretty flat.
I know.
You know, with the
got it
rich
all.
soil. But we love Mentone. My wife and I've been up there several times, and have you ever gone? Have you ever seen the only ski slope in
No.
Alabama is in Mentone? You're laughing, but there's a ski slope. I think it's called
I'm so
Cloudmont.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
It's-
I've never seen that. We went up there one year for Memorial Day, and we went to Wildflower Cafe.
Yeah, she
And
loves my
so I
Rainette
loved
loves
it.
to go there
Yeah.
to the Wildflower.
And I don't like tomatoes, but their tomato pie is delicious.
Yeah, it is. I've kind of forced myself to eat it.
It was so good.
But
Do you like tomatoes or no?
Oh, I love tomatoes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you're forcing yourself to eat it, because it
I've
doesn't
got-
taste like tomatoes.
I don't. There's just some foods that I, for some reason, as a child, resisted. I don't know if the way it looked, or just the word, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, one of them. I don't know. I just didn't like. I love ketchup.
No, I don't like. I mean, I like
Which is
ketchup on
made from-
certain things.
They're made from tomatoes. Not tomatoes.
That's
But
probably why you like ketchup then, because
Yeah.
it's not the same thing.
okay, well,
Yeah. Tomatoes,
not-
no.
it's not the same thing. But
It's not.
I didn't like them. And one day I was working and I was away from any place to eat. And I was like 19, 18 or 19. And this lady offered me to make me a sandwich. She said, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Well, a little." She said, "Well, there's no place to eat around here." I said, "I'll make you a sandwich." She said, "Was a ham sandwich be good?" I said, "That'd be great." Well, she made it, brought it to me, and she had just put all these tomatoes on it. And I was like, "Oh,
Ruined
man."
it.
But I thought, yeah, ruined it.
But I'm sure you would have done what I would have done and just ate it anyway.
Well, that's exactly what I did. And I discovered that I like tomatoes. That's
Oh,
my
my
story. I
goodness.
was almost 20 years old. I was like, "Oh, I don't want any tomatoes."
Right. I'm like, thanks so much.
Oh, gosh. It was just the things I used to do about food was really weird. But not anymore. My wife has expanded my food horizons. And so I trust her now. She puts it on my plate. I'll trust that it's going to be okay until
Look
proven
at you,
otherwise.
maturing.
Which does, yeah, there you go. I'm only 65, so I've still got some room to mature. But yeah, that's we love the wildflower and Mentone in general.
Yeah.
There's all kind of cool little craft shops up there. You can
There
find some stuff, and
Yeah,
I
there
mean
are.
craft shops. I mean people that make stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't just sell stuff. That made in China.
Right. They're not buying it and just
Yeah, exactly.
it.
Well, some of them do, of course, but
Yeah.
but there are some crafts people. I say craftsmen, but just the countryside up there is just so pretty. But there is a ski resort.
Huh.
As I don't know, I go back down the mountain, I guess, a little ways before you get to the down the mountain. It's just off that road. I'm trying to remember. I think the road to Mentone goes back to Fort Payne, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. And so on that road is between Mentone and Fort Payne is the ski resort. There was just an article about it not too long ago, and they have the artificial snow machines
Yeah.
that they can make snow, but it's just incredibly expensive to do that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
believe it or not. And
Especially as much as you need for a ski
exactly,
resort.
and they don't get a lot of snow, so they have to do it. But they were talking about they depend on volunteers who come and help them to operate it
Yeah.
in order to open it. And that particular day, they had like 40 people out there skiing. Now, it's only like 600 or 700 feet, which is pretty short for.
Yeah.
I've never skied. Have
I'm
you?
not either, no.
I don't really have any desire anymore. At least, a little too late in the game for that.
Yeah.
For me, at least. But
I do know, though, you're supposed to do pizza. I've heard that.
pizza
Your skis.
ski like that,
Yeah.
with like a V shape.
Mhm.
Perhaps, I don't know. I've never gotten
I
that
don't know,
far.
that's just what I've heard.
I've never water skied either. Have you?
Me neither, no.
I tried a
My-
couple of times. A friend of mine tried to get me, and I just couldn't do it. I don't
I'll
know.
be honest. I really don't like going out on the boat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Well, because my in-laws, they haven't had the best luck with boats.
Mm,
And it seems like every time that I get on the boat, it just breaks. Maybe it's me.
they break down.
Yeah, and maybe it's me. I don't want to be stranded on a boat.
Well, you had
I
to.
sound really bratty. It may be the problem.
I think.
I may be the problem. But I would rather stay onshore beside the water in a hammock, or if I'm going to get in the water, I want to be like on a kayak. But I don't have good kayaking record. I almost died on a kayak one time, actually.
Did you roll over and couldn't get back up?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I fell out. And then there were rapids. It was a whole thing. And I don't know. If we're about to go break, I think I'll just have to talk about it when we come back. 'Cause
Gosh.
there's just not enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hey, got my friend Roddy
if
Boggs
y'all-
watching. Good morning, Roddy.
hi, Roddy.
Hope you and Melanie are doing well today. How about that?
If y'all want to hear about me almost dying, then stay around.
I definitely want to hear this rest
We're
of
going
this
to talk
story.
about it when we come back.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family.
Need care fast? Come see us at Children Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it. Looking to save some money and keep your vehicle running smooth? Head to McSweeney Auto Group for their oil change special, just $29.95. Mark your calendar for March 11th, 12th, and 13th, and again, March 26th, 27th, and 28th. And that's not all. This special will continue the 2nd and 4th weeks of April and May, giving you 3 full months of savings. Here's how it works. Take a quick test drive and receive your oil change voucher. It's that simple. Offer valid Tuesday through Thursday only. Excludes high performance and diesel oil changes.
Yes, it
You want to
is.
talk about the possums when we come back after I tell everybody about how I almost died?
And today's information is yes.
I don't even know.
Hey, welcome back
Oh my gosh.
to the Morning Mayhem here at Piper Beach Radio with Taylor and Mike. It is 7:47. Taylor, please continue your story about being in the kayak and almost
Well, we went kayaking in Watauga.
unaliving. Is that what they say now? Because you know how they. I
Yeah,
don't know
we
where
don't
that
wanna
comes
get-
from.
Get a flag. We don't want to get flagged.
I guess.
I convinced Bailey to take me kayaking in Wetumpka.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the name of the place, but you park there, they take you on a bus, ride you up to the dam, let you out, you kayak back down to their business. So they have like the rocks, the currents, you know. and-
Little short falls.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not.
What?
That's not Bulldog Bend. Bulldog Bend's the other side. Bulldog Bend is another place you can
Oh.
run canoes and kayaks.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
over in Bibb County.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, this was on, I think that, is it the Alabama River?
Yes.
Okay, this is where that was. So before we get on the bus to go to the dam, the dude's telling us, he's like, you've got to keep your life jacket on, even if you're the best swimmer, the currents, you know, you get under, you won't know where you are, and you could drown. We just had somebody drown a couple of weeks ago. So he's saying nose and toes, to remember to keep your nose and your toes up towards the light, like towards the top of the water. So I think that I just got kind of freaked out that this guy who had been kayaking for so long drowned because he didn't have on a life jacket. So anyway, we get on kayak going down through there. There's like, and really the currents and like the little rapids that we were on weren't even that bad. I think it was just my mental about remembering that guy dying and like drowning, because I fell out of my kayak and I was in the rapids and I hit my leg on the rocks and I was flipping out. All I could think about was nose and toes. So like I would come up out of the water and I was like crying. Okay. I looked like, do you know Kim Kardashian?
I know who she is.
Have you seen the Kim Kardashian crying emojis?
I don't think so.
That's who I looked like, okay? Like, I would pop up out of the water, I'm like, no, nose and toes. And then I'd go back under, and then I'd come back up. And all this time, every time I come up, Bailey was getting further and further away from me. He left me in the water
What?
to go after my kayak and my paddle because the dude also said that the paddles, if you lost your paddle, it was like $150. So I'm over here drowning,
And he's
fighting for my life,
saving
and
the
he's
$150.
going to get the paddle in my kayak before he helps me. So then he gets my paddle and my kayak. He comes back. He's trying to help me, but then like I'm about pulling him off his kayak, trying to get on his
Yeah,
kayak.
that's that
So
can
then
happen.
he leaves again. He's like, just hold
Oh
on
my
to the kayak.
gosh.
It was very traumatic. But then when I got on my kayak, he was in a bad mood because, I mean, I almost died, and he almost had to pay $150 for the paddle. So he's like, he would have won a race if we were racing, okay? He was trying to hurry and get done, and I was still trying to enjoy my time.
Wow.
But that was my almost unaliving experience.
So was that the last time you went kayaking?
Well, we went kayaking up in Florence, but he said
Oh,
he was
okay.
not going to go kayaking with me again, so I kayaked by myself.
Oh,
But
give
then
her another chance.
I did get on a kayak with
Bailey.
him. I finally convinced him, but he was fishing on the kayak and he was taking too long. And I was like, "Will you take me back to the dock?" He said no, and so I jumped off the kayak. I was going to swim back to the dock, and I knocked us both off of the kayak, and he got mad.
Not to say the fish that were disturbed that he was trying to catch.
He caught nothing. But it was funny though because when we got back to land, my dad called when we were headed home, and he said she fell out of that one too. And I was in knee-high water. I didn't realize the water wasn't deep whenever, like it was not knee-high, but I could have stood up. I didn't know. I was just freaking out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't fall out of the second kayak. I jumped out.
I have been in some really. When I was a younger guy, teenager, maybe 20s, early 20s. I went canoeing quite a bit over at Auburn. Gosh, I can't remember the creek, but it went through Lochapoka, which is what would that be? East Lee County,
Yeah.
almost to Macon County. But never had any instance where I felt. And we didn't know what a life jacket was.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
See,
we were
I'm
crazy.
not
We'd
a
wait
strong
for the
swimmer.
floods to come, so that the water would be moving. Because if you go
gosh.
when it's low, I mean, you're always having to stop and take your
Oh, you're like
boat
hitting
out.
rocks,
Yeah,
you're
and
having to drag
exactly,
by. Yeah.
exactly. And I mean, that just drags it on forever. And we'd go on these 6, 7 mile, 10-mile runs,
Mm-hmm.
and it is dangerous, extremely dangerous. And looking back, it's just one of the things I survived is all I
Yeah.
can say. I mean, I went in the water a couple of times, but I never felt like I was in trouble,
Yeah.
But it could be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Kayak to me would be worse because I don't know how you keep your balance in those things.
I know they're so lightweight.
At least
and
a
small.
canoe's a little bigger. It's like a small boat.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a small boat, but yeah, I've done that a few times.
Evelyn said, "When are Jason and Brooke going to be on?" They ended up not being able to come today, right?
That's right.
They're coming tomorrow. They're coming
Oh.
tomorrow.
Reschedule.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They
okay.
rescheduled. They're coming tomorrow. No.
This
What are you talking
is
about
it.
right
Is
now?
this our Jason? Oh, Jason Griffith, right? Nope.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. We don't know.
I don't know why
We'll
I was
update
brought
later.
up, but there it was.
Oh, Cog Hill. They're coming on tomorrow.
Yeah, right. I remember it
I
about
always
then.
miss the fun stuff.
What's that?
I always miss the fun stuff.
I don't think that's I think you bring the fun stuff.
I want to talk about farms.
What time I've known about,
Well,
time I've
thank
been
you,
around
Mike.
you,
You bring the fun stuff too, just not to the library.
Okay. Well, it's
Toby.
7:54. It's a little can't go to break.
No, and we can't talk about the possums because we don't have anybody here to put up their picture.
Oh. Well,
You're welcome, Miss Evelyn. She said thank you. Oh, there he is. Can we talk about the possums or we need to go to break? Okay. I have the cutest little story and we have pictures to match it.
excellent.
Rescuers took in 2 tiny possums, and then they realized that they were both incredibly rare. So on St. Patrick's Day, the Austin Wildlife Rescue encountered a surprise that felt unlike anything they had ever experienced. So normally they get in possums. You know, possums will get hit by a car, and they'll have babies sometimes with them, which Araya, I don't know. Araya's the possum woman of the station. Have you talked to her about her possum
I haven't.
fiascos?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I was just talking to her about this a couple weeks ago because she was talking about possums. I told her, I was like, you gotta be careful because possums have babies with them a lot of times, especially in the spring. Anyway, that is something that happened with these possums' mom. And normally they're dark gray, of course. But these two were solid white.
Oh, like albinos.
Yes, and we have little pictures of them that they posted that Baden's going to add in.
Let me see what they are, Baden. I don't know. I can't get my.
But it's called leucism, I think. That's how you pronounce it. But it's where they have reduced pigmentation, giving them blonde or white appearances, but that they still have normal eye color. So it's not quite albino. Here they are. Let me see. It's kind of small. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah, I can see them.
They're so cute. And they said that they've seen that before, and that normally, even though it's rare, like they'll get one in per season or they'll get like one by itself. But this is the first time that they've ever had two. And that the twins were a surprise for the folks at the Austin Rescue Center.
Cool.
And they were both happy and healthy, and they snuggled so close to each other and were just the cutest little things. So they have scrapes and scratches, but the lucky possums found their pot of gold by being brought to the Austin Rescue Center on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, that's great. You know, still got the St. Patrick's thing going today.
Yeah.
You know?
We know this
With the green.
This is chartreuse, and it's
that color is called chartreuse.
Yes.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
not what I
in
thought chartreuse
my
was.
color wheel. I'm an autumn. Yes.
Okay.
So this is
Well,
one of my wow colors, if you will.
you do realize that you are a resident of the possum capital of the United States of America.
No.
Right here in Clanton, Alabama.
Clanton is the possum.
Self-proclaimed,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, it's still.
We have a possum that instead of Groundhog Day, the possum tells us of spring,
Pete.
and he's never and not here in Clanton, but I think up towards Fort Payne area.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. We should have one here.
We really should, but he has not been wrong. I think they said in the past like 10 years.
Well, we've talked about this before on the air, but I don't think it wasn't you and I about in the past, right there. I wish I knew my streets in Clanton very well, but right there where Morelands and 31 is.
Yes.
At that intersection, there used to be a
the
sign.
mayor.
The mayor.
Yeah,
Maybe it was you
it
and I
was
talked about that.
us.
There was a sign across the street. Welcome to Clanton, Alabama, the heart of Dixie. It said, and it said the possum capital
Okay.
of
I knew
the
that
South,
sounded
or
familiar,
the
but
maybe the country. You know, I forget exactly what it said.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's signs of it somewhere. There's got to be. But he also ran and owned the mayor owned the drive-in, the Clanton drive-in. There was going on north side of town, there towards Lomax. And anyway, he had a possum burger on his menu.
Oh.
Now I don't know that anybody ever had the guts to buy one.
You know,
or does-
Baden
but
actually
I certainly
makes
didn't. But it was on
sloppy
the
possum.
menu. He did
Sloppy possum, yeah.
like a sloppy Joe.
Yep, sloppy possum. That's his favorite meal.
Mm. Good grease content. Yes, it's good for your
It
skin.
moisturizes.
You know, it's good for your
Yes,
skin.
this is exactly what I was about to say. Moisturizes from the inside out.
Oh, I've heard that before about oils. You know,
We're going to go get that recipe together for y'all, and we'll be back
Oh,
after
gosh.
a word from the sponsors.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205 280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We don't have a recipe for sloppy possum, but Baden said that he can hook you up with some creamed possum over creamed potatoes with possum gravy if you come to the station tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Sounds.
I bet that would be good with fried okra.
I don't know. I would need. What could you eat to kind of counteract that? You know, the
fried okra.
Fried okra. That would do it. That sounds like your go-to.
He also makes a armadillo soup, and he serves it in the bowl, like in the
shell
bowl.
Yeah. You have to kind of line it though, because it's not really a solid shell.
I know, yeah.
It can leak.
It could leak. But
You ever seen a live armadillo like out in the wild?
Yes.
You realize
things
cute.
They're so
you realize
stinking cute.
They have claws that are like 3 inches long.
Just dig in everything. They're so cute. Okay, so I grew up. This is the wildest thing. Okay?
And they're not afraid of anything. You can't. They will stand right next to you, and it's like we don't care. I don't care if you're standing there.
Well, this one, if you honk a horn at it, it'll ball up.
Yeah, they like a roly-poly. You remember a roly-poly?
You know, why don't we see roly-polies anymore?
I was just gonna say that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe the hawks ate them all or
like
something,
the,
you know, or the armadillos.
Yeah, it's almost like the Trix cereal. It only had shapes when you were young. Roly-polies, I guess, have age.
Wait a minute. You're saying that the Trix now is not. It's not. There's not a Shamrock.
You're
not
even talking about the same cereal.
What are you talking about?
Mike.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about Trix. I'm not talking about Lucky Charms.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Lucky Charms.
What's wrong with you?
It's Thursday. It's 8:04. That's the only excuse I have to.
It's sunny outside.
Oh my gosh. Oh
no,
goodness.
Trix.
I forgot. That's
the rabbit.
The silly rabbit.
Yeah.
Tricks are for kids. See, I can remember that. But I don't remember what the cereal looks like. Was it shaped? What were the shapes?
It was like shaped like fruit. Now they're just circles.
Oh, a little more effort to do that. It's a lot easier to do just a circle, I guess.
It's not as
when
fun.
when you're running an assembly line making marshmallow candy.
They're not marshmallow. Never mind. Let's talk about armadillos again. Okay,
Wait a minute. What are Trix? What are the Trix fruits then? What are they? They're not like fruits.
It's just like puffed cereal. It's not corn puff, I don't think, but it's like puffed, colorful cereal.
Oh, I thought I thought Trix was like Lucky Charms that had the marshmallows in it. No? Am I wrong again?
You know, I bet the last time you ate Lucky Charms, or not Lucky Charms, Trix was at the library.
Oh, no, it was before that.
Oh, no wonder you don't remember then. Maybe back when you ate Trix, they had marshmallows in them. I don't know.
I promise.
In
for
my
the listeners,
day,
the
they
listeners
never
out there, I'm going to check that in the next break, and I will confirm for
we're.
folks like me who
We'll actually
no
bring
longer
that.
eat Trix.
I don't either, but I know it's not shaped like fruit.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
But let me tell you about this armadillo, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, we didn't finish
okay.
the story.
I grew up in the middle of a cotton field, like a 400 acre cotton field. And there was this armadillo that lived at the end of our road, like at the end of the field. And when you would, every day, like in the afternoon, you would drive by and he would be out there in the same area just digging for his life, like dirt.
Grub
flying
worms,
up.
that's their favorite, I think.
Yeah, and they eat, is it the armadillos that eat ticks too?
Oh, yeah, any
Yeah.
kind of bug, really.
But he would just hit those little claws. They almost look like those meat shredders they sell.
I know.
And he'd just be digging,
That's why
dirt
they-
flying, and you'd honk and he'd ball up really quick. It was the cutest thing.
So you just purposely interrupted him having a meal just for pure entertainment purposes?
I think he got used to it. I think it's kind of like the timers with the kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he was ready for it.
Hey, where's Taylor? I didn't get my
Kinda-
honk today.
Yeah, it's like a brain break.
Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I also saw here James Tillery's on this morning.
Hi, James. That is Kristen's, I think she said,
Grandfather.
granddad.
Yeah, he was on yesterday. Glad to have you back.
Yes.
Or maybe you've always been there and I just didn't know it.
Well, I saw on the History Vault on Facebook that one of the last women to take the skies during World War II has passed away.
Wow, World War II. You know, most of our veterans, I mean, that war was over 80 years ago.
I know, it says that she was 103. Her name was Jay Edwards. And she joined.
103.
Yes. She joined the Air Transit Auxiliary in 1943.
Hmm.
It was men and women that flew side by side. And among them were the brave Atta girls, women who proved that the sky belonged to them just as much as anyone.
Well, that's another great American
Yeah.
passed away. Our greatest generation. They always call that
Yeah.
those group of folks because all they had to go through. And I mean, you know, we're in a war right now, Taylor.
I know.
But it's not quite the same as the world wars were back in the in the teens and the 40s, back in the 19 teens and the 1940s. But I mean, I wasn't around either. I wasn't born until 1960. Well, after that, but you know, that was a big focus of our history lessons that we would have back then about, you know, recent history, about stuff that had happened, because then it was still less than 30 years ago, you know, 30 years earlier, which is not a really long time.
No.
The older you
not at
get, you
all.
realize how short of a time 30 years really can be.
I know it. And you know, of course, whenever I was younger, I thought 30 was older. Like, you know, Oriah came in a couple of weeks ago and she was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 30." And she was like, "Oh, you are old."
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like, "Okay, first off, no, I'm not. I'm only 30. What are you talking about right now?" And I was so offended because I was like, I used to say
How old
this
is
about
Oriah?
people. She's like 20 something, 23 maybe.
Oh gosh. That's she just
wrong
didn't, she
with
probably
you?
wasn't thinking, you know, when she say something like that. Now, when she's asked me how old I was, then she would say that would be old.
I was like,
and I
"I'm
would
not
understand that.
old."
But I am, my driver's license, birth certificate says, you know, I am what I am, but I
Yeah.
don't feel that way.
Yeah,
Just because I don't know, I try to keep up with what's going on
that's
and
good.
and not get too stuck in my ways. I can get that way. I can get kind of in ruts every now and then, but
Yeah.
my wife has a way of making me try new things and you know, get me kind of out of that and kind of expand my horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know I
Wives have a way of doing that.
never liked it when I mean, I have heard people say things maybe that they didn't mean for me to hear about my age, and I'm like, well, what do you want to do? You want to have a running contest? You want to do some sort of sporting? What?
Mike is saying, "Come at me, bro."
What do you want to do to see that quote you're better than me? You know what I mean? Because the competitive juices get going, Taylor, and it's like I want to win. I played golf not too long ago. Well, several years actually. The truth is I was
What several years ago? You were just at the Buddy Gray
but different golf, different golf match.
What kind of golf are you
But I can remember playing with a couple guys, and they were quite a bit younger than me, and one of them was joking with me about being older.
Yeah.
And he was about 6'3", and he could knock the ball 50 yards further than I could, But the golf is not played that way.
Yeah.
Golf is you got to get it in the hole, and it doesn't really matter what you look like doing it.
Right.
And by the end of the day, I had
stomped him in the ground.
Well, I didn't stomp him in the ground, but I took a one-stroke victory on the last hole, and it was like, okay,
and that's even
what's
more
next,
rewarding than stomping him in the ground.
What's next is what I said.
Yeah.
You want to play basketball? Let's do it. I know you're tall, but I'm not. But it's just the competitiveness got going, and I was like, I just wasn't going to let this guy run over me without an effort. So how did we get on that? How did I get off on that? I'm getting fired up right now.
I don't know.
It's getting hot in here now.
Whoa! I think if you feel your age,
that's what we were talking about.
That there's something wrong. Like, you need to reevaluate how you're living.
Yeah.
Because
tell me when you're 60 how you feel about that statement.
Well, do you feel like you should be 60?
No, that's what I was saying. I don't think that way. But when you go to move, get up and you hear snap, crackle, pop. That's another.
Well, I know that.
That's another old cereal.
I'm saying, if you, in your mind, if you think of yourself and you're like, I'm 60, versus I should not be 60. I feel like I should only be 30.
I don't know how to act. I just.
I feel like when I think of myself, which I know I'm not, okay, but I'm like, how am I not still a teenager? I'll see stuff on Facebook, my memories, and I'm like, how was that 10 years ago?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah, it'll seem even stranger as you get older, I think.
Yeah,
but it's cool, it's certainly better than the alternative.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I just say this that I enjoy competition, and it doesn't.
You play pickleball?
I don't. I've never played it.
Together? We should learn how to play. We should have a Piper Peach pickleball league.
Piper Peach pickleball. Say that 3 times real quick.
I don't think I can.
Come on, go. Just kidding.
No, I can't.
Just kidding.
I could barely talk this morning. Okay.
I know, that's why I thought I'd take a shot and maybe you could make history here with some real weird comment.
Speaking of history, I don't know if I printed this story. The Guinness. Let me pull it up.
Okay.
I can't see the comments, but good morning, Miss Deborah Mayo.
Yep. Miss Deborah.
The Guinness World Record. Now, I saved this story at 3 this morning, so I barely remember what it said.
Guinness. Those are the folks that keep up with all the world records, right?
Yes. A popular festival was forced to end after 20 years due to funding cut by their Chamber of Commerce, and this was in Alabama.
I didn't know that had anything to do with Guinness, but I did read that article.
The Guinness Book of World Records awarded Mike. It's the first sentence in the article, so you did not read the article.
Perhaps
awarded,
I read a different article
maybe
that started differently than that.
Maybe so. That one was
I
not.
Cannot
this one is superior
confirm that,
to what
however.
you read. Okay.
I can't confirm that.
What festival did they end?
I think it was the.
You didn't read it. The Alabama Butterbean Festival in Pinson, Alabama.
Hey, I played golf in Pinson, Alabama. Have you?
I have not. There's
no, you haven't.
Robert Trent Jones course up there?
No, it's just
I thought it was.
Cumberland Lake, I think it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice little course. Go ahead.
That's nice. The largest, so the reason that the Guinness Book of World Records is mentioned is because the largest pot of beans was recorded there on Saturday, September 4th, 2010.
Oh, man.
But
Wish I could have been there for that.
I bet there was a lot of toots going on, for lack of a better word.
What is the
Vans
word
and
that we
farts.
can use?
Gas.
Yeah, that too.
Gas was unlimited.
At a premium?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We need to have
That's the
those.
best I could come up with short notice like this.
So anyway, they were forced, it says, to end the beloved Butterbean Festival due to a lack of financial support from City leadership.
Yeah.
And I saw where it said, like, the mayor, someone was like, we did not withdraw financial support. It's for 20 years they've been having it, and it was the largest Butterbean Festival in the Southeast. But that's sad because, you know, they really don't have, which it may just be because when I was younger, things seemed like bigger and more extravagant. But I feel like they don't have the festivals that they used to have.
I agree with
places.
you. I do. Where was this?
This was in Pinson.
Pinson. That's right. That's right. We just said that.
You know, I'm sick of not getting a warning.
I know. Where's my 30-second warning?
I mean, this is like a tornado just pop up on
Just
you.
like,
What is wrong? We're going to go to break.
all right. It is 8:16 on this beautiful Thursday morning.
I'm going to go wet my whistle.
You're here with Taylor and Mike. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Good morning. We're back here. It's 8:18 on this beautiful Thursday morning. Why do you think we describe everything as a beautiful Thursday morning, Taylor? I mean, I know it's beautiful, but it seems like every time we talk about stuff, we use that word.
Oh. You know, I've looked into this and I haven't found anything yet. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, please send it to me. I feel like I don't have the vocabulary that I used to, because they say that if you read a lot, you have a larger vocabulary, but I don't read a ton. I want to find a game that I could play that's like a thesaurus game
Yeah.
where I can, that way my brain is like seeing words I don't normally see and seeing like what they mean. That way I can have a wider vocabulary.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But I haven't been able to find one. I thought for sure that would be like an app on your phone that you could find, you know, because they have all the spelling games and math games and all these things. But there's nothing like that.
Huh.
I know.
Maybe you could come up with, anybody does software creation? Maybe you got that good idea, get that 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Could make, another $20 or something. Now, what you
Maybe
said?
so. Yeah, $20.
Yeah, yeah.
$20 on Facebook. Thanks, Facebook.
Well, that today marks the start. Actually, there were 2 games on Tuesday night and 2 games last night in the NCAA basketball tournament. The men's basketball tournament. The women's also tournament is going on. But it starts, I guess you'd say, for real today or in full today. With 16 games today and 16 games tomorrow. I mean, that's a lot of games going on, isn't it?
I didn't even know you could play 16 games of basketball in one day.
Well,
that
it's
sounds like a
32
lot.
different teams,
Okay,
so
it's not at one area.
No, no.
It's, okay, that makes
Now they
sense.
play it all over the country, different sites. Birmingham Legacy Arena, the not Bartow Arena, but the BJCC there. It's hosted several NCAA basketball tournaments. And I was reading some history the other day about I forget what college I was reading about, but I think it was Marquette, maybe Al. God, what was his name? McGuire. Anyway, about his team, they played a NCAA tournament. I didn't know they actually hosted it over in Tuscaloosa. This is
Wow.
back in 1970.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they've done. They don't do that a whole lot anymore. They don't put them on campuses anymore. They put them at different arenas.
Yeah.
Kind of separate. Or I guess they have to do it some.
Take away the home field, home court advantage.
Exactly. Try not to give that to too many people.
Yeah.
But on Tuesday, Texas from the SEC defeated North Carolina State in a close one, 68-66, in what they call the play-in games. I don't know how they come up with this convoluted formula, but they have 4 games to start the tournament where it involves 2 games involving the 16 seeds, 4 16 seeds playing each other.
Yeah.
Which 16 is the highest seed you can, or the lowest seed. I guess that would be highest. Highest seed you can get. So these are the teams that are not as highly thought of as, the higher seeded teams. But on Tuesday night's game, you had University of Maryland, Baltimore County lose to Howard College, which is pretty interesting when you find that matchup because Howard College is in Washington, D.C., which is literally next door to Baltimore County in Maryland, which is pretty neat.
I didn't realize all that was so close together until I had a friend that
those 2
had-
schools are.
Yeah. And I had a friend that his family member lived in Maryland and he was going to visit him and he was talking about like being in Washington, D.C. a lot. Maybe it was backwards. Maybe he lived. And either way, he was talking about being in one of the areas a lot, but he was going to see the relative that lived in the other area. And I was like, why? Like, I didn't realize they were so close.
You ever spend any time in D.C.?
No, I would like to visit
Oh, you
there,
got to
but I
go.
haven't.
You got to go and give yourself several days, depending
Yeah.
on how many Smithsonian
I love a museum.
museums that you want to hit, while
Yeah.
you're there.
I love a museum.
But
We go to New Orleans a lot, and they have like the little pop-up museums that you'll just pop in and it'll.
I didn't. The only thing I've been in New Orleans, I guess, was the aquarium down there.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it.
Oh no,
recently.
no. Yeah, it was recently. It was about the last time I was in the aquarium was probably about 2007. That's fairly recent. When you're 65, that's recent.
No, they've remodeled it.
Oh, they have.
They redid it.
See,
yeah.
that's what I mean. I haven't been there.
Yeah. I want to go to the aquarium, but every time we go down there, we end up doing something else.
There was some discussion in the tournament about who should get in. There always is discussion about who should get in and who didn't get in. And Auburn was in the Final Four last year, so I mean we had a really good team, but that was last year.
Yeah.
This year's team just couldn't win enough big games or couldn't win enough games period to get in the tournament.
Yeah.
So there was one of the teams that got in ahead of Auburn is called from Miami of Ohio. That's what they always call themselves, Miami of Ohio. And it's in Miami, Ohio, the town. And
I didn't
they
even know
had,
that was a town.
yeah, they had started their season out 30 wins and no losses.
God.
But then they lost in their first round of their conference tournament.
Aw.
Well, they're in the Mid-American Conference, I think, the MAC. And so they don't usually get in more than one team into the tournament, and it's always their conference tournament champion. And I think that was Akron this year, the Zips. That's an interesting name.
That is interesting.
Anyway, the Miami are the Red Hawks, and the Red Hawks were 30-1, I think, or 31-1 or something like that. Some incredible record.
Yeah.
But they hadn't really played the schedule that Auburn had played and some other teams had played.
Yeah.
But they managed to get in this last four in, or first four games, they call it. Well, last night they beat SMU 89-79. And then in the other 16 versus 16 game, Prairie View out of the Southwest Athletic Conference, which is where Alabama State and Alabama A&M play.
Yeah.
You know, our local schools. They beat Lehigh University out of Pennsylvania 67-55. Tonight, as I said, there are 16 games. Troy plays Nebraska at 11:40. That's on True TV if you're keeping score at home there. 11:40 this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now in a couple hours. They're probably warming up.
Probably so.
Warm up the bus. But let's see who else from the conference is playing today. Vanderbilt plays McNeese State at 2:15.
I don't mean to interrupt you, and
That's all right.
Y'all may have already talked about this. So Alabama was doing good, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that got arrested because of the drug charges, was he a key player?
Yes, he was 17 points a game.
Oh wow.
Aiden Holloway. We did talk about that yesterday for a little bit.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on him. I can't watch on the days I'm at school because I'm wrangling.
What do you think about that? I read an article today that said that he should not be allowed to come back and play for Alabama, regardless this season, no matter how.
I mean, I don't think you should.
I mean,
you have to face your consequences.
But you're also innocent until you're proven guilty.
That's true, but
of course, when you're found with the 2 pounds of weed on you,
yeah, I mean,
it's kind of hard to go. It's hers.
Yeah, I've always heard, like my mom and dad always told me, like you have to be aware of who you're around, and if you get caught and you're in the car with somebody, even if you're not doing something, you're going to be in trouble just like they are. So even if he tried to blame it on somebody else or whatever else, you were around that. Which I will say,
I have no recollection of those incidents.
I don't think this is the case, but me, myself, I was friends with some people that did some shady stuff and smoked some wacky, and I did not know that until about 4 years ago.
Until it was almost too late?
No, it was literally 4 years ago, and this was in high school, so it was, 10 years too late? And I was still shocked whenever
I learned
that. Bailey makes fun of it. He's like, how did you not know? I was a very naive,
Or did it make you not want to be friends with those people anymore?
No. I mean, I don't personally do that, but they never did it when I was around them that I knew of.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I had no idea. I still think very highly of those people.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of my point.
And they're not, I mean, I'm not saying that you should go smoke the wacky, but they're very intelligent, hardworking individuals now, too.
All right. There you go.
But going back to that, yes, you are who you hang out with. So I was probably known as a
but we did talk about
wacky woman in high school and never even picked it up.
We did talk about it. Like I said, I have no recollection of that, so we won't discuss it.
Yeah. So there you go.
No, I'm just kidding. But back to the NCAA tournament in the SEC, Arkansas will play Hawaii, or actually, you don't pronounce it Hawaii. How do you pronounce it seriously when it's got the little? It's Hawaii. It's like a V, like Hawaii. So. I've always heard the local people say that. I've never been there, but I have talked to a couple people from there.
Araya's dad lives there.
Okay.
He is. So Araya was on Tuesday for a very short time. She's very, I don't know. She's just opening up. She hadn't been with the company long. She hadn't been with Piper Beach that long. But I
did work with Kristen, but I don't know Araya.
Araya is who was taking pictures.
The photographer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not remember her name.
She is blooming, I guess, with the springtime. She's just opening up a little flower that she is. But she's just every time you talk to her, you learn something new. Her dad is from Hawaii. She went to high school in Hawaii, and her dad is known as the local coconut man. He is a coconut farmer. Climber, maybe she said. He climbs trees and harvests coconut for a living.
I had a guy do that for me in the Bahamas once.
Really?
Have you never had that?
No.
I mean, they get out there and they crack it open for you. You got the machete. Yeah, and he cracks it open, and then they cut a little thing for you so you can drink the milk out of it.
And it doesn't taste. Does it taste good?
Oh no, it's delicious.
Oh, it is?
I mean,
is it coconut water or coconut milk? Okay.
Well, that's what they call it, milk, but it's coconut water. Yeah. It's very good.
Gosh.
Very good. Well, let me finish real quick about the tournament, about the SEC teams. Texas.
You better put it in times 5.
Times 5?
Yeah.
Well, I got 30 seconds. I can go through most of it.
Okay.
Or actually, it's not quite 30 seconds. It's more than
It's a minute. It's a minute. You got
3,030.
Oh, yeah.
But Texas plays BYU, Brigham Young University, and Texas A&M plays St. Mary's College out of California. Those games are at 6:30 tonight. And then Georgia plays St. Louis. That's a 8-9 game, a seed 8-9, which is just kind of like a toss-up.
Mm-hmm.
They play St. Louis. The Billikens. You know what a Billiken is?
No.
It's a goat.
Oh, I figured it was going to be related to pelicans.
No, a Billiken with a B, not a P.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
you
cousin
said
of the
pelican.
pelican.
No, it's not. It's not
like
a bird.
Pelican.
It's not. You're wrong again.
What's new?
And then Alabama is in action tomorrow. They play Hofstra, which I'm thinking, who is Hofstra? Where is that?
Sounds like it may be in Germany.
And how? A new thing. We bring in German universities over here to play.
Hofstra.
But they play at 2:15 tomorrow. They're in the Mideast region. I'm not even sure where the game is,
Is
but
this
I'll
their
look
first
that up.
game since
Yeah, yep. Since
they'll probably do all right, maybe for this one, since it's someone we don't know.
well, probably. But speaking of Alabama, I've got a story about one of their players when we come. Another one of their players, a good story about one of their players who did not get arrested. And we'll be back right after these messages here on Piper Peaks Radio. You're on with Taylor and Mike. See you in a minute.
The plans you have for your property need the right equipment. Kubota has reliable tractors, utility vehicles, and mowers to help you make the most of your land, along with strong dealer support. Stop by today to explore our lineup. Right now, bring home select Kubota BX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $1,500. Now through February 28th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Get by Clanton Tractor today or visit ClantonTractor.com. Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family.
Need care fast? Come see us at Children Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it.
All right, we're back here on Thursday, March the 19th. It is 8:34 here at the Piper Peach Studios.
And
Clanton
if it could rain in this building, it would be snowing right now.
What's that?
If it could rain in our building, it would be snowing.
It's a little chilly.
I'm so cold.
I can't see my breath though, so it's not that cold.
I mean, I think it's just because you can't see very well.
Well, it might be. I do have my glasses in my coat. Actually, I could go get them.
Well, what good are they doing in there?
Well, I don't need them to read,
No.
at least most of the time.
You know, that's the only only thing that I need my glasses for is
Hold
if
still,
I,
Taylor. I got this now. Okay, go ahead.
if
You were
I'm
saying.
reading or looking at a computer. But which these that I have on are blue light glasses. But if I have on my prescribed glasses, I cannot see like further than arm distance.
Is that what blue light glasses are for screens?
Yeah.
Is that what that means? Did you ever have a blue light as a child, or do you have one now?
Like a black light?
Black light, I meant.
No,
Yeah,
but
black
you know
light.
what?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Me and Kristen were talking about
Blue
this
lights.
the other day. The TV that is in mine and Bailey's bedroom, it came from our living room because we got a new TV for our living room.
Mm-hmm.
And however, I guess because it's just getting older, it gets bluer and bluer.
Oh, yeah?
tinted.
Yeah.
Yes. And it almost looks like a black light.
Can you not
It is
adjust
so
it,
blue.
or have you tried to
No,
adjust
we've
it?
tried to. It's
Okay.
just how it
Might be time for
ages, I guess.
another one.
we don't even really watch TV in there. Like we just play the TV when we're sleeping, We don't sleep in the silence.
I am
But it's-
terrible about. I pretty much have to fall asleep every night with the TV on.
Yeah, that's how we are.
I got the timer. I try to remember to put that on.
Yeah.
But
But this one,
my wife has just learned to cope with it.
well, Bailey buys the biggest TVs that will hang on our wall.
Yeah.
And it's humongous. I'm like, why don't we get like a projector or something? That
Right.
way we can just hang it from the ceiling. This TV is.
Well, do you remember having? Did your folks ever have a projection TV?
I don't know.
I mean, the thing was as big as this table. It was
With the
deep.
reels?
It was real deep. No reels. It was just they call it a rear projection TV.
Huh.
You can look it up. I mean, I'm sure there's information about
Is
it.
that one of like the original big screen TVs?
Exactly.
Okay, I think my grandmother had one, and then it tore up. And I remember it just sitting there for the longest
It
time.
literally would be 3 or 4 feet deep.
Okay, yeah.
Because it had the rear projector and it would project up on the screen, I
Yeah.
guess, turn it, reverse it so you could see it. I don't know exactly how it worked.
Yeah, I remember her having like, I called it the dinosaur TV because it was
But I had
taller
one. The
than
first,
I was,
first one I had was like
and-
$2,500.
Oh my God.
I know, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, I felt like a fool buying it then, But I did
Why'd
it
you
because,
buy it?
because it was, 55 inches or whatever, like you said, Bailey likes to have the big screen. I wanted the big screen too, but the picture quality was awful. I mean, it was nothing like the high def at
Yeah.
all. I mean, not even, I didn't think it was good as broadcast TV, the
Yeah.
quality of that. But we had one, but I remember, what was the name of that store that went bankrupt, that electronics store, Circuit City.
Oh, yeah.
I was just trying to picture where it was that we bought this thing. And I bought this warranty with it, Well, you said you remembered your grandmother's TV
Yes.
that was just sitting there because it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it had this huge lamp that you could just plug in and out. It was real easy to
Your
do.
light bulb blew.
Yeah, the light bulb blew on the TV. And I remember calling him, and it was right after like 2 or 3 weeks after they'd announced they were going bankrupt. And I thought, man, this warranty's not going to be any good. They're not going to do anything for me. And the lady says, look, we're about to stop shipping everything on warranty because of the bankruptcy. She says, but I'm going to get you this bulb out.
Oh, what a
And she sent it
gal.
out, and I plugged it in, and it worked to the day I got rid of it. I gave it to somebody. I can't remember what we did with it, but then they started making the thin screen,
Yeah.
the thin screen TVs, or what do they call them? Not thin
Flat
screen.
screen?
Flat screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's right.
I like the ones that they look like art hanging on the wall. Have you seen those? The
I
frame
have.
TVs? So expensive.
They actually are art, right?
You've got fart on the brain.
I know.
I think it's David's song you made. Didn't you write it down?
it's a site, I guess, right? Is that what-
Yes, sir.
That's not. I don't mean to be funny. It's an inside joke. But
went to Rex a
Baden
little while
was
ago.
going crazy with the farting. I promised myself I would not stoop to this level, just to get people to listen. But
How terrible! He's
but
not
the
even here to
art-
defend himself.
I know. I feel free to say what I want to. What's he going to do about it? I mean, he's not even listening. The chances are he's not going to go back and listen
No.
to us and
I'll
say,
have to
hey,
go back and
about yesterday, about
make a
around
reel."
8:40, you said this. But no, the art, the TVs that are the
Yes.
art,
Art.
the TVs that are artistic. They I don't have one, but I have seen them.
Yeah, they're very
they're
nice.
like a painting, and then you turn it on, and the TV comes on. Is that right?
So the TV
That's a great
quality,
idea.
like the TV, when you're using it as a TV, looks like a TV, but whenever you are not using it as a TV, you're not listening to anything.
I am. When you use it like a TV, I can repeat every word you just said.
Uh-oh.
I was just thinking of trying not to.
He's got his
He is
phone.
listening.
He's listening.
He is listening. Hi. Hi, Mr. Little. How are you today, sir?
But when the TV
Go ahead.
is
You were
turned
talking about the
off
television.
and you have the picture on there that you select, it looks like matte, like an actual painting.
Uh-huh.
It's the wildest thing.
Can you change the painting? I guess you probably
Yes.
could.
Yeah, you just download. It's almost like a screensaver.
Do you have one of those?
No.
No. I wonder what one of those
Bailey,
costs. Do
They're
you?
kind of expensive,
Yeah.
and then you have to buy the frame separate. But I have seen too where people are DIYing their own frame to go on their TV.
Is that like a
'Cause
local
most-
store? DIY?
No, it means do it yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you for educating
You're
me.
welcome. But I've seen where people are doing that instead, and they're using like Velcro strips on the edge of the TV to put the frame on.
Ah.
So, because most people have flat screens now. hanging on the wall.
Velcro, space technology.
Yes.
Yeah, we were both doing the Twilight Zone there, weren't we? All right.
You know, have you ever ridden Tower of Terror at Disney World? Don't tell me you've never been to Disney World.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We were
okay.
there. We were there last summer when you talked about y'all were supposed to go last summer.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
thought, well, it would have been wild.
I know.
Run across you and wouldn't know you back then. But I don't remember.
Is that Hollywood Studios?
No, we've not. I did not go to Hollywood
Oh, okay.
Studios. No, we were at
The one in Florida. There.
Adventureland or whatever it's called.
What?
What is it called there? The big one, the park. There's Magic
Magic
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. I said Adventureland.
Oh no! What
That's a-
street you
that's
talking
a
about?
section.
Vision Land up
No,
in Bedford.
Adventureland. See, I have so much more history going through my head. See, that was something
And I'm
that was
over here
called.
like, oh. Butterflies.
No, it goes like this, right over your head.
Like, what
No,
was that sound?
but Adventureland was like some section of
Yeah. Okay.
of Magic Kingdom.
Yes, because there's
So,
Fantasyland,
Different rides.
Tomorrowland,
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Frontierland, I think.
Yeah, it was a small world after all.
Yeah. Did y'all read? Okay. Hold on. Let me ask you this.
Here we
Did
go.
I think I might have already asked you this, or I might have asked Jason. Did you ride the Carousel of Progress in Tomorrowland?
More than likely we did. I don't
You would
remember
know if you knew.
specifically.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. If you don't know that song, you did not write it.
I may not have,
Oh,
or I may have
womp
been.
womp. Well, fun fact, I think it's on the second slide of the show, like the stage, out the window of their kitchen is Khan's Chinese. And my maiden name is Khan.
Really?
And it's spelled the same way.
I
yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was kind of I carried a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
including our granddaughter.
Oh.
You know, there'd be times she would need carrying,
Yeah.
and I wrote a few things, but I was mainly there for support.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
Money.
cash.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Any good reason why dads go to Disney. I
That's
know, I
right.
saw that. So
Okay, look, you're limited to 500 apiece. Now, don't push it.
I saw this thing online and it was like me walking around with $0 in my bank account at Disney. And then it was like, I don't know, it was something talking about like my husband paid for me to be here. And I was like, I don't even have to take Bailey because his Disney card's linked to my Magic Band. Okay, as long as I get the gas to get home and back. And of course, the ticket. I'm good.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I could just tap away.
I got to go out to the original Disneyland.
Yeah.
I think it opened in like 57, and I was out there in like 65. So it
Wow.
wasn't too long after it opened, you know,
Yeah.
a few years. But I was just a little kid then, little
I've
guy.
never been out there, but I would like to go.
But I remember riding on it was Alice in Wonderland was real big back
Yeah.
then, and there was the Mad Hatter. I forget, that was some ride, and then they had the teacups.
Yeah.
And the teacups, you know, you just you turn the center wheel and you spun around as you're going,
Oh yeah.
riding.
Spinning while you're spinning.
Yeah, spinning while you're spinning. That's a great way to explain it. It's like a tilt-a-whirl on steroids, with the wheel in the middle. But I just remember going there, and then back. I'm trying to remember when Disney World opened. It was in the early '70s, but I remember going to it when I was like 12 or 13 with my grandparents, and my first cousin David Atkins went with us. Or I went with them, is what I should say. Yeah. But we had a great time down there, and that's the first time I've ever seen. First time I'd ever seen my grandparents kind of get in a little argument.
At Disney, at the happiest place on earth.
It was on the trip, we were at the happiest place on earth. That's right. Well, I guess they did not think ahead, or I don't know what. I was just a kid, but they didn't have a reservation for a hotel.
Yeah.
So we got down there, and there was no reservation, and so. We're just not getting our cue cards anymore.
I think you're
We're gonna have to
have a cliffhanger.
We have to talk about that at the next team meeting.
Yeah.
But
when we come back from break, you're gonna have to let us know. Did you find a place to stay, but we're being reckoned for break right now.
Suspense.
The suspense is going to kill you. We'll see y'all in a minute, and we'll find out where they stayed and if it actually continued being the happiest place on earth. Be back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem. We're coming at you live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. So, Mike was telling us his story about the happiest place on earth in Disney, and I have 2 stories. So, we went when they first opened up after COVID, and I told Bailey it ended up just being like a happy accident that we could go because he was off work and I was working at the bank. So, I was off a week and then I would work a week. So, we went the week that I was off and I didn't have to take PTO. Anyway, I told him when we went down there, I was like, no, look, they're still sticklers about masks, social distancing. Like, they still had a limit on who all could come to the park. It was a certain number. So I told him, I was like, you're going to have to keep your mask on. We get out of the car in the parking lot. We haven't even made it into the transport center to get on the monorail. And one of the employees was like, "Put your mask on, sir." Like, it was terrible. So I told him, I said, "You've got to keep your mask on. Like, you can't take it off, you know?" So we get in. We're enjoying our day. We've got our masks on. Well, Bailey's big thing about Disney is the chocolate bananas. That's his favorite snack.
Those are good.
So he bought a chocolate banana. We're standing on the bridge next to the castle that crosses over to Tomorrowland. We're just standing there. We're the only ones on the bridge. He takes his mask off to eat the banana because it said if you're stationary, but it said at a table, you could remove your mask to eat or drink. Well, we're stationary on the bridge. Nobody's over there. He takes his mask off, is eating his banana. Here comes an employee, a cast member. And she's like, sir, put your mask on. You cannot eat that here. He lost it. Like, he was having, not on her, because she didn't stay around to watch what was going down, but just he had a crash out over not being able to eat his banana. He's like, how am I supposed to eat this with my mask on? And me and him got into it.
I paid $7 for this banana.
Yeah. I was like, this is the happiest place on earth. Win it! Like, it was a whole thing.
That would have been good to have on video, you screaming, "This is the happiest place on earth."
Like, it would have been great marketing for them, honestly.
I don't guess we did much of that during COVID because that kind of stuff would drive me crazy.
The mask?
You see people driving with their mask on and
when I worked
outside.
At the bank, I would be in the drive-thru and people would have their mask on. They'd put on gloves. They'd send their money in, pick up their phone with their gloves on. I'm like, yeah.
They really had us going on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they attributed 1 million people here in this country to die from that, but there was so many contributing factors to it.
I know, and I feel so bad when I say it because, like, I don't want to be not sensitive to the people that lost loved ones, because, like, I lost family members too.
My father-in-law died during that time.
But that overall, like, 2020 for me personally was like a good resetting. Like, I was off all week. I was working a week. So, like, I had time with my mom, time with my pets, it was, I feel like it didn't rain at all or I feel like it was perfect weather. Cause I remember, me and mom talking about that, about normally in baseball season, it would be freezing cold or it would get rained out. I feel like there was no rain, perfect weather, but they couldn't play ball. Like, just overall, the spring.
I know. Well, and I think the studies proved later that the mask that we were using
it
at
made
least
it worse.
didn't really do anything for us. I mean, the psychological effect, we were just talking about psychology earlier and how you feel about stuff makes you feel. And like sports, remember we were talking about how you get 2 runs in the first inning and you think, boy, we're fired up, we're going to win. But yeah, that was trying times. I hope we don't ever have to go through that again because it really showed how scary it can be for our government to come at us with their power.
It did.
If you don't do this, you can't work.
Yeah.
You can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, wait a minute, what does this Constitution mean?
I know. Which, a lot of workplaces.
It's a balancing act,
but. And a lot of workplaces, like, come back from firing people and were sued for trying to force that upon people.
And they should be. They should be.
Yeah.
And of course, they'll point to the government and say, we were following the suggestions. I don't know if they were regulations, but they were certainly suggestions. But hey, Congress is looking into Dr. Anthony Fauci right now. The guy who was always on the television telling us what to do and maybe to wear 2 masks. You remember him saying that? At first, it was like everything's going to be fine. We just need to stretch the the curve or something. I forget what the phrase was exactly. But of course, that didn't last very long, and then it began to get worse as far as the number of cases reported. Fortunately, though, most people that had it was like getting the flu, that kind of thing. But I know it wasn't that way for everyone. Again, my father-in-law died during that time, and that was attributed as his cause of death.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I'm not claiming to know everything, but the being put on, what is it called that they would put people in the hospital? Ventilators. That's not good for you because if your lungs aren't working and there's something else working for them, they're going to go down.
They're not getting stronger.
Yeah. And that's what mom told me when we were sick. She was like, you've got to get up and moving because when you're sitting and it's just settling and your lungs aren't working and you're not raising your heart rate and stuff,
Yep.
it's going to depend like on that, you
Yeah.
know? So
Well,
even
you had 2 stories.
Yes,
So let's get
so
to the
I
other one. And
didn't
maybe it
think
won't be, but that is kind of,
that
I'm sure that was frustrating or,
Yeah.
for your husband to be
I know, and I didn't think he was
chastised
going
by
to
a
go
cast
back.
member about wearing a mask.
He said he wasn't going to be back for a very long time, and it was probably about 5 years before we went back. But we did go back, and this past time that we went, Deason, we told him the first time he went that he couldn't go to Disney World more than once without being potty trained. So that's the most expensive potty training hack that I
The
found.
carrot stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my little
We'll take you to Disney if.
reward. And so when he found out that he couldn't go to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse twice in diapers, he wrapped it up like he was on the potty. So we go back last summer.
That's
and
probably not a bad
he-
idea, actually.
I know, but
you
Bailey's
came
like,
up
you
with.
couldn't come up with something cheaper? Like, I'm like, it's me too, okay? I deserve this reward.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we go, they do the celebration buttons. We get them a button. We're like, fully potty trained. Yay. We're going to get on Small World. And I guess in the rush of the day and the rush of the happiest place on earth, we forget to take him to the potty. He forgets that he needs to go potty. I'm parking a stroller. Bailey's walking him onto the ride. I turn around and Bailey's holding his Diet Coke. Deason's bare booty in front of Small World, taking a wee on the entrance.
Oh, good. Well, at least it was a wee.
Right in the middle of everybody. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I leave the stroller, run over there. I'm trying to pull his pants up. He's just peeing all over Small World. The guy that was like the Fast Pass guy at the front was cackling. Like he was rolling, laughing. Bailey takes his Diet Coke cup that's like halfway empty,
And
trying to catch pee in his cup. I'm pulling the pants up. Pee's flying everywhere because, I mean, what can you do? You can't turn it off. It was a whole ordeal. And then this lady walks by and she's like, really? Like,
oh, brother.
You think I told him just to whip it out in front of Small
Yeah.
World? No, okay. We're
Oh,
trying to get it
gosh.
put away. But
Mind your own business,
Right.
lady.
the whole thing though was that he had his potty trained button on his
Yeah,
shirt,
he's-
and he loves Small World, so it wasn't like pee on this ride, you know.
Oh gosh, there was a comedian,
But-
Robin. God, what was his last name? He had a bit that he talked about his kids,
Really?
Bebe's kids, actually,
Oh,
what they would
gosh.
call going to the small world.
Yeah.
And said they were going to kick Mickey Mouse's tail, and
Oh
I mean, they were tough guys. You know,
Yeah.
they were from the
told-
neighborhood.
Well, I told Bailey, I was like, that guy, that will forever be his. When I worked at Disney, this happened story. And
You
it's
should have
just-
seen this lady.
Yeah. And Bailey, I told him, I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, don't even worry about it. I mean, we're just going to get a mop out here and mop it up. And even then, after I took him to the bathroom and changed his clothes and we went back on the Small World, he was mopping and cackling. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
it was hilarious.
that is hilarious.
But we're set to go back in July this year.
Cool.
So I'm hoping that
Well, we took our granddaughter last
fiascos.
year. She was 5.
yeah.
Last May, I think it was, and we had a wonderful time. We got a nice big place to stay.
Yeah.
I got this offer to stay. It was a really good deal. It was like $150 a night, and it
Not
was like
bad.
3 bedrooms. I mean,
Yeah.
well, they wanted me to go on some sort of pitch for something, but
of course.
when they mentioned the word it was optional, I'm like, I'll decline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what's wild about those timeshares is the ones that we've seen, both husband and wife have to be there and they both have to be employed.
In other words, you both have to be making money so that you can
Yeah.
pay for this thing.
Which I'm like, I would think that it would be a amount that you have to make as a household.
I've probably been
Because
on.
I didn't work until
I've probably been on 3 or 4 of those pitches.
Yeah.
You know,
My mom and dad, that's how we used to go to Disney.
they
go
would
to
say
it.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, at 90 minutes, I'm like,
That's
90
what Dad
minutes.
said. Dad'd be
it's
like,
time
wrap
to
it
go.
up.
That's right. I told you I'm not interested. So let's wrap this thing up. Give me back
See,
on the
I
shuttle and let's get out of here.
I would not be good to go on those because I feel very like if somebody's trying to sell me something and I'm having to listen to them, like especially if you ever been to Sam's and they're doing like the trials and
Yeah.
they've got the mop, they're showing you how it works.
Mhm.
I'm like, I I need to buy one. They
Oh,
need
I
to
like-
sell one. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I need to help this
I would
person.
not be good in a timeshare.
Yeah, that would be your what's it called, an easy mark.
Oh yeah.
They would see you coming and say, "Here she is, the one we've been looking for."
Yeah, that's me. But if you're not into timeshares, I book for Disney now. I'm with a earmarked
Cool.
company, and so I can book Disney vacations, cruises.
Can you
Well,
give
more
me
than
that deal
Disney,
like I just
but-
described?
Oh, they've got deals all the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Deals are deals.
And it's free
Well-
to use me as your travel agent. So if you want to message me and like you have a date that you want to go and see what,
Message you. You're
Message.
sitting right here next to me.
well, anyone,
Hey, I want to send you a message.
yeah,
I got a message for you.
do it right now.
Can you help me?
Did you
with
accept my Facebook friend request?
I don't know that you sent me one.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I don't know if I did
You
or
can't
not.
message me if we're not friends. I'm just kidding. You can.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, yeah, and it's free.
I don't know. I don't really know how to work that very well.
I understand that, but
I'm going to the library later and find out.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
But my services are free, and also to see what is it called? What's the word I'm looking for? An estimate of your total.
Oh, yeah.
That's free too.
Yep.
So
Estimate. That's the word I would use.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, who's on the show tomorrow?
Bill
Bill
and
and
Bucky and Cocktail's
Bucky.
gonna be here. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that would be good. And
Yeah.
then they have a guest also.
Cocktail.
Oh, you did. That's what you were talking about. My bad.
7:30. They're gonna be on.
Just
So
keep it elementary, like your students, for me, and that way I'll.
tomorrow we have farmers coming. What do farmers do?
Ooh, I can't wait. What do farmers do?
They farm.
Farm. They grow our food. Oh gosh.
All right. Thank y'all for watching so much. And we will see y'all. Well, we won't see y'all, but somebody will see
That's
y'all
right.
tomorrow. Bucky and Bill. Y'all have a great day.
I'll be on this afternoon with the Chilton County Baseball Tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Join
Tune
me
in for
then.
the county tournament.
That's right.